Hey, hello everybody and welcome to this channel. My name is Israel and the topic is okay, fears. What is the definition of innovation? What is the definition of innovation, Israel? Okay, I have three different definitions. The first is that change to the product, service, process, or organization with the purpose of improving the results. The second says that innovation is a result of the creative process of an innovator in the face of an unresolved need that the pre-learned answers were not able to solve. And the third, and my favorite, says that is the process of transforming a problem or a need into a solution or a creative idea. It can be done through improvements and not just the creation of something completely new. Innovation is especially important for the development of new services. The second question is, what is the definition of educational innovation? Okay, educational innovation is the application of an idea that produces a planned change in the process, service, or products that generate an improvement in educational objectives. But also, I have two definitions, and the second says that educational innovation is a set of ideas, processes, and strategies systematized through which we try to introduce and produce change in the current educational practices. That's interesting. Educational innovation can be understood in two ways: as the adoption and introduction into the school of something that already exists outside the school or inside the school as a product or answer to the solution of a given problem or internal need, and also involves change in learning or training that produce improvements in learning results. To be considered an innovation, the process should be responsive to needs, effective, efficient, sustainable over time, and its results transferable outside the context where they have emerged. I find an example about how educational innovation works. And Sophia Mabriti presents a new methodology that will help us to transform the way we teach through technology, using 5 pedagogical criteria that are fundamental to the innovation of teaching English using technology. She calls rediscovering the transformative potential of technology in ELT by Sophia Mabriti. She said that we only need a pedagogical criteria. In her pedagogical criteria are 5 criteria. The first is skills development. The first question is, what are the skills that the student should be developing? The answer is reading, listening, speaking, writing, grammar, vocabulary. But will the technology help my students to develop the language skills that I want them to? The answer is yes. And how we can developing this knowledge? Okay, she said that the second criteria is knowledge construction, because the knowledge is created, not transferred. So the student has to build his own knowledge. It's to say, we have to teach our students to be critical thinkers, and the teacher has to evaluate each work, check if the source of is credible, if the work is not plagiarism, and we can use web tools in order for the students to really look for the correct answers to their intrigues or questions in teaching. The third criteria is collaboration and interaction. The teacher has to create knowledge communities using social networks as, I don't know, for example, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Classroom, as a way of communication where students can share their knowledge, making the interaction not only limited to the classroom. It's to say, the interaction is online. The fourth criteria is about creation and personalization. And students create their own projects with the guidance of the teacher. This involves make things like videos, podcasts, memes, so that the students can be creative and demonstrate all the knowledge that they have learned through the teaching process. This allows us to personalize the learning experiences using the technology. And the last criteria is digital responsibility and ethics. It's to say, the teacher must teach students about the ethics and responsibility of using technology as a way to develop learning. This involves making them aware of things like plagiarism, fake information, fake news, cyberbullying,